Hello there. Thanks for joining me on another edition of your Sorrow Sports Business program, Sport Exchange. GTI is my name, and welcome back again. And let's have fun as usual. Let's talk sports business right now. And so many things we'll be looking at today. Some juicy stories as far as sports business is concerned, from Nigeria to the global scene. And after that, we will do some analysis of some of the things that are happening on the local scene. As far as Nigeria is concerned, football is having a piece of the pie. Yes, when you talk about piece of the pie, is it piece of many of those things is becoming, the cake is becoming bigger now, especially for those who are into business on the local scene in Nigeria. So if you're ready, I'm ready too. We'll go on a break. When we return, I'll take you through the news. Then my co-anchor is standing by, and together we will be dissecting the big deal on the local scene. Don't go away yet.
Fantastically finished.
Welcome back. Naija Super has unveiled football tournament for Nigerian clubs, which has kicked off fan voting process for the Nigerian football clubs to participate in the playoffs scheduled to hold in Uyo this July. The voting, which commenced on Monday, April 10, will close on Monday, May 12th. And it has elicited excitement by football fans or football clubs shortlisted to participate in the tournament. According to the organizers, Fly Kite Productions acknowledged the excitement and commitment shown by the shortlisted football clubs and urged each of the clubs to embark on innovative fan engagement initiative that will enable them garner votes from the fans. Nigeria Football Federation and the Interim Management Committee have secured a 10-year partnership deal worth 10 billion naira with GTI's group, which will run from 2023 to 2033. Chairman of the IMC, Benga Legbele, addressing journalists, says the essence of partnering GTI is to have a league where after retirement players can have something to live on after football. The General Manager Director of GTI Group, Abubakar Lawal, disclosed that the aim of partnering with the NFF is to reform the structure of Nigeria football in order to showcase the bundle of talents in the league and making it a global brand.
We have a league that even without the current crop of leaders, the league will still continue to run. That's why we have to partner with the GTI Group. They are investment bankers. What we want is to generally look for sponsors, and so far so good, so that we have a league that you don't have to wait for clubs, start waiting for government before they can operate. We want a league where our players will be earning much more than what it would take in other African countries. We want a league where our players will have reasons to stay in Nigeria playing instead of going to Europe, instead of going to other. Of course, they will still go to Europe, but we have a lot of them to have a living after football. That's why we have to partner them.
We are investment bankers, we are solution providers, and it just happened that it fell into one of the subsectors that we showed interest in to reform and put it on a global map. What we found is that the asset is an interesting asset. It has all the attributes of a league with a great potential. It has talent, we have the population, we have the youth, and everything is working for Nigeria. And as if that is not enough, the government was very kind to put together last year the sports policy, thankful. We have to be thankful to the minister, Mr. Sunday Dare. He graciously delivered that to Nigeria, and that made our job easy. Easy in the sense that we are transiting from what sports used to be, recreation, to business. Sports is now business in Nigeria, and the structure we have delivered is to help enhance, energize, and deliver on all the potentials that we have as a country as far as football is concerned.
Welcome back. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has threatened a television blackout of this year's Women's World Cup in major European countries unless broadcasters improve their offers for rights. With the World Cup to start July 20 and end August 20, Infantino says if the offers continue to be unfair, the federation will be forced to not broadcast the FIFA Women's World Cup into the big 5 European countries.
With 1.2 billion viewers all over the world, more than 1 million in the stadiums, this shows the magnitude of this event. That the next World Cup in Australia and New Zealand will be even bigger than that, with 2 billion viewers. We had 172 countries participating in the qualifiers of this World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, and the last World Cup in France had only 143 countries participating. Now it was 172, and today we have 188 countries ranked in the FIFA ranking. So it is moving, it is getting bigger, it is getting more impactful, and events like this one are certainly helping in this direction. They don't understand, and that's very sad. They don't. The broadcasters. I should not say all of them, but some of them don't.
Because the bids were very low.
Thanks for the question. I just would like to say a few words about that, because we had 1.2 billion at the last World Cup, 263 million for the final. Now, the Super Bowl of American football has between 100 and 150 million viewers. The Women's World Cup final, the last one, had 263 million, so double the Super Bowl. The next Women's World Cup will have 2 billion viewers around the world.
Welcome back. Saudi Arabia's city Jeddah is the leading bidder to host the Association of Tennis Professional Next Gen Finals, according to multiple reports. The competition has been held in the Italian city of Milan since its inception, but Saudi Arabia is now the front runner to take on its hosting rights. First held in 2017, the Next Gen ATP Final is an annual men's tennis tournament organized by the elite men's circuits and featuring the top 20 under 21 ranked players of the season. Past winners include Italy's Jannik Sinner, Spanish world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz, and American top 50 player Brandon Nakashima, who won last year's edition. And that's it for the news. We go on a short break, and when we return, we will be talking about some of the big deals in Nigerian football scene.
Fantastically finished.
All right, welcome back. It's still Sport Exchange, and we are right now in the dugout segment, and it's going to be analysis as usual. My co-anchor joins me, Sydney Okafo, is back again.
Yeah.
Sydney, good to have you again.
Yeah, it's been wonderful, and it's been stressful, but the passion says keep going, keep going.
All right, maybe I don't want to catch you unawares, but so that we won't be accused of being gender biased. See, there's this story about FIFA not happy about the fact that in Europe the top major countries are not bidding for the broadcast right of Women's World Cup. Why? Is it because it's not about the men?
Okay.
Okay.
You know what, Jide? In Africa, we always complain about this difference between patriarchy. That the men are using that over the women. But now we all know now it's not only in Africa, it happens in the Europe. If the likes of Germany, France, England and Italy could be doing this for their own women football, how much more us? Well, you know, we're always looking up to them.
Maybe we shouldn't go that route. I think we should encourage, because it's becoming big. Because right now, for the first time, FIFA is trying to, put the rights separately. Not like it's no longer how it used to be, where you have, if for example you buy the right to the World Cup, Men World Cup, you get as an extra the Women's World Cup of broadcast rights. So they want to unbundle. It has been unbundled anyway. Maybe the world is just surprised that for the first time they are unbundling the women's rights.
Yeah. If I'm in such situation and in Infantino's position, I'll do the same thing. Can you imagine investing let me use the word investing $1 million to $10 million for the women's FIFA World Cup, and you're investing almost 100 to 200 million for men's World Cup? It's unfair. We are not being unfair to them. Man, we are not. But I hope now that FIFA have spoken on it, definitely something's going to be happening.
All right. Okay, quickly, let's go. Let's come back to Nigeria and look at what excitement galore, because going through the news, you could see that from one Super 8 to GTI partnering with NFF to upgrade the Nigerian.
I'm going to take the word out of your mouth now. I'll take word out of your mouth. When this partnership came together, I was overwhelmed. I was happy. You know, the other time on the show, we were talking about Dangote buying a club in France. Okay. We said on this same show that let charity begins at home.
That's it.
But the idea of GTI investing 10 billion naira in our local league, it's wonderful. It's encouraging. And I hope definitely others will come and do the same thing in our local league. This league is just an off-season league, a league whereby people come together after the major league. You bring people together and let's see how we can do what? Project our own local league to an international brand. It's a welcome idea. It's a welcome idea.
Let's start from the Naija Super 8. The Naija Super 8, the idea of the Naija Super 8 is will definitely be an off-season competition, which means that there is no rest for those who play in Nigeria League after, especially the clubs that have been voted by. But you also know, how will this? What do you think about the modus operandi of this particular Naija Super 8?
It's a very simple thing. It's a very simple thing. This Super 8 now that we are talking about, it's not that every team in the league will participate. It's just a selected few teams based on fans voting. So fans have to vote. So the highest vote now will be scrutinized and picked to be 8 teams that's going to participate in this tournament. So depending on that, the tournament is good to go. But if your team, if I'm an Eyimba fan and I didn't vote for Eyimba or Kano Pillars or whichever team their fan belongs to, if they don't vote for their team, they won't be participating in this tournament. So it's a win-win situation. Talk to your fans, let your fans see what you can do, they vote for you. I'm in the league. So it's not that it's going to be an overwhelming thing. Every one of them will likely want to participate. Because do you know the amount you're talking about here? The prize winning prize, the prize money. The prize money for this game. 100 million. Wow. Which is equivalent to our normal league. 8 teams. The winner goes on with 100. And I know there will be TV exposure already. Definitely. I know that there are top TV. There is a broadcast right, or there is a broadcast partner for this particular Super 8, which means there will be more eyeballs. Fans engagement. Definitely. All right. Okay, let's go to the GTI. The GTI also, it's the fact that the GTI is also partnering to turn around the league. With bringing in the money now. And I say, like we said the other time, I'm sorry to take word out of your mouth. 10 billion naira, investing 10 billion naira in Nigerian local league. Oh my God. It gives me joy. That definitely light is shining into our own league. If we have such kind of money in our local, we have a lot of talent. We have guys that are willing to do these things. But where is the sponsor? This same thing happened last season. Why did our league have to go on disrupt? It was because there was no money, there was no finance. But now we see an investment bank coming to invest 10 billion naira in our local league. It's going to help. These are things we are encouraging. So I'm begging the likes of Dangote, the likes of Tony Elumelu, and the rest of them. We don't invest in our local league. We need to make sure our league stands out.
And from what I understand that even an everyday Nigerian, a football fan, can also invest as it is going on.
Yes.
So there will be some investment opportunities for you and I.
GTI, if we have the money to do that,
we will get the money to do that. All right, we'll go on a break, and when we return, of course, we will wrap it up the show. But there's still more to look at on the show. Don't go away yet.
Fantastically finished.
You're welcome back. It's still Sport Exchange, and Sydney is still in with me, and we will be talking about the OAL Sports Business Development Summit. I know that there's so much that you want to tell us about the
Naija Super 8.
Yes. Before we go quickly.
Yeah, a lot of fans now might not really understand how it's being run. So a quick rundown. The Naija Super 8 is a tournament, which is an off-season tournament, will be determined by fans. Fans doing the voting, so the highest vote will determine the 8th team that will participate in the tournament. So how will they do this voting? The voting will be done by different channels from the platforms. Like you go to Naija Super 8 website, you can vote from there. The mobile site of Naija Super 8, you can also vote from My GoTV app, My DSTV as well. And this package belongs to especially those that are eligible for a particular package on My GoTV and DSTV. Then another thing there is that the beauty of it is that it's going to be very transparent. Deloitte, an audit firm that used to audit for Big Brother Naija, they are the people in charge of it as well, which is going to be a beautiful one as well. Then in the venue, when everything has been concluded, the match is going to take place at Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos.
Onikon,
yes.
That's a beautiful Mobolaji Johnson Arena.
Yes. And it's starting on the 17th to 25th of June. This month. Wow. Then finally
June. This month. June is next month. Yeah, in a hurry.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you can see the excitement coming on in different aspects. So finally, sorry, before I go, finally the prize money is 100 million naira.
100 million
naira. I think there's a way we need to find how to share part of this money from the winner. So thank you so much.
Okay, that's why we talk sports business anyway. It's a good thing that the business of sports is growing, and just like the federal government has a policy in place, the national sports industry policy, and we will one day be breaking it down on this show and how you can tap into this particular policy. Till I come your way, or till we come your way next week or on the next edition, he is Sydney Okafo and I am Jide Olaniro. Yours truly today, tomorrow, and all the future in sports business. Saying adios.